All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, I'll name this segment later, GTG Spits That Grease, so on and so forth, title forever in the works. As you guys know, I am a someone who believes in beating your lolcow and beating them often, and also diversifying into different lolcows if you so choose, you know, whatever catches your interest. And lolcow violence is encouraged, but we don't encourage this dent tractor type bullshit or just dents in general. So with that being said, this episode might be kind of interesting given the circumstances, at least hopefully. Anyway, so we have a sponsor, which will be us. As you guys know, when the smell of bacon's in the nose, evil lurks. So that's the thing. Big ups. You guys have a recommendation for a show title, by all means leave it down in the comment section below. It might make it in one of these. So if the title hasn't given me away yet, let's talk about why we're here. May 1st burst, not completely, but really this small little segment where someone ends up super chatting DSP asking him to unblock Rich, so Rich can send him a super chat, and DSP goes on a bit of a rant. Rich, of course, he was going to watch May 1st burst because Rich had been doing this. He'd been doing May 1st celebration streams for a few years. And this is back when he was still on good terms with certain detractors. And then he fucked it all up over the Mike Klum interview or documentary situation. And he's been on the outs ever since. Anyway, while Rich was in pocket, he used to do May 1st burst, and he would get anywhere from 1,700 to like 2,400 people watching him on that day. And that's when him and Jay were on good terms too. So he was a lot of good viewership, a lot of money, and screwed it all up because he don't know how to shut the hell up. Anyway, but Rich apparently still holds on to it because he ain't got shit else. And he tried to send DSP a super chat. It didn't go through. He found out that he was blocked from giving DSP money. I don't know why Rich would be surprised by that. And someone else had to do it on his behalf. Basically, I'm going to show you Rich's crash out, DSP's response, and then DSP even goes a little bit further than that. And that'll pretty much be a wrap. Like I said, don't be a dent tractor. Or don't be a dent and give any lolcow money. Just don't do that. I mean, it's your money, do what you want, but don't do that. Don't give lolcows money and whatnot. And for Rich, of all people, he should know not to do that shit. He should literally know, don't be giving DSP money. And yet he does it anyway because he thinks it's going to invoke a reaction. Because that's how people invoke a reaction out of Rich. And then he thinks he can turn it into content that turns into this constant cycle. But DSP don't want to play ball with him because during the 666 podcast, Rich wouldn't take the knee, which Rich shouldn't have taken the knee, to be honest with you. But I do think Rich should have stayed in the fucking bullpen a little longer until he actually ended up getting a link to the Dropbox leaks, or no, sorry, the Discord leaks with Kino Casino, and then go from there. But that's neither here nor there. I also heard that Rich has addressed the Dropbox situation again, which is kind of interesting. So I'll go over that. We'll see what's what. So we'll sprinkle a little bit of, I guess Rich is more like turkey, to be honest with you. So we'll sprinkle some turkey in here every once in a while. But anyway, I won't hold you guys any longer. Let's go ahead and get to our video in question, shall we? Here we go.
Folt Jam did a $2 super chat. He says, unblock Rich so he can send a meaningful super chat. No, I'm not unblocking Rich. He's a piece of shit. He's a waste of everyone's time, and I don't care about him.
It's interesting. You could tell he's doing a May 1st event because he doesn't have.
It's hilarious too because Rich, most of you guys may not even remember this, but Rich pretty much had the monopoly over the May 1st burst thing for a while. Because like no one was really like streaming. I mean, yeah, some people might come in and stream a little bit of DSP on that day or whatever, but for most people it was just a normal day. I mean, you're still gonna laugh at DSP regardless. But Rich was kind of one of those people who thought about actually trying to make an entire event out of it. Then, like I said, he got into detractors over the whole Mike Klum situation, then the situation that he had with Snort Hogan and Hate Army Watch, big ups to them. And then that ended up bleeding into Meerkat, Shinko, Agent Proper, and then everybody else that Rich was trying to take shots at. Then he went out and said that he wanted all those guys' information and shit, and then it spiraled into the Jay situation and so on and so forth. So just a lot of nonsense and whatnot. And it just goes to show, man, you don't necessarily know how good you have it until you don't. And Rich, like 80% of his content revolves around detractor content, even to this day. So you going ahead and screwing the pooch, no pun intended, on that bullshit is kind of like, not a good idea, man. Not a good idea. Anyway, that's why he's a lolcow. Lolcows are known for not making good decisions and taking shit too personal.
That many people watching his actual streams. This is just a preview.
Oh, the shirt that Rich is wearing, I don't know if I have this in this or not, because I'm pretty sure I clipped this. Anyway, it actually has DSP's face on it, just to kind of match Rich's tattoo. So this idiot found a shirt, or he had a shirt made with DSP's face on it, as if the tattoo that you have on you isn't embarrassing enough. Jesus, Rich.
Think about that. Like, sometimes if he's played a certain game, he's like maybe in the upper 100s.
Crazy stuff, man.
Is he live yet?
Dying constantly. I guess we have to see.
Oh, well, you'll see. The clip that I showed you before is not the full clip. We're going to see it after this Rich segment. But if Rich had stayed in, yet again, if Rich had stayed in the bullpen a few minutes longer, he could have heard the rant that DSP had about him and completely missed that shit. Completely missed this opportunity. Fucking crazy.
Let's see.
Ken
Just like a lolcow to not have good timing.
and talked about could have been worse.
Oh, he does talk about it.
Saying much Sirac's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, and they're actually mostly not terrible from the ones I've seen. No, there was one that was, but I don't know, maybe he has it. Maybe he has a huge infected cock. I know it's been infected. Let's see. Wait, is he pretending to jerk off?
Oh, did you guys know that fucking Rich has ADHD? I didn't. I just found that out recently. To be honest, that's kind of, that explains a lot. To be honest with you, that actually kind of explains a lot. I don't know if he should be taking that with his Manjaro and whatnot. That's the GLP-1 that Rich is on. But I don't know if he can take both. I guess obviously he must have been cleared for it. But yeah, when he said that he was on ADHD medication, I was like, "You're on ADHD? You have ADHD? I did not know that. That's interesting." That kind of explains a lot, though. Like, if you ever watch a Rich stream, I don't recommend you doing it. But if you ever do, I don't recommend you doing it, though. But if you do, it explains a lot. It explains why he can't stay on subject, and his mind drifts all over the place. It kind of does make a little bit of sense. I just never thought that, though. But it explains years of behavior. Now that I think about it.
Phil, blink if you're okay.
Damn, I thought I cut that out.
Let's see. I'll super chat him right now.
I'm sorry, I failed you guys. I thought I had cut that part out. I hate that. I hate that applause button.
I'll tell him, like, dude.
That's just Rich's way of coping and shit. It was pretty pathetic, to be honest with you.
Wait, where's his chat?
I also have my bullet bourbon that
Oh, no.
okay? You didn't see it because you actually got the randomized frog animation, which is the only old animation that I've left in the
No, not a
rotation for
sticker.
today. So we actually just happened to not spoil the new animations as of yet before I announced them. But if we get contributions today, under $5 super chats, org subs, and gifted subs, you will see all of the new animations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. We have an absolutely epic animation for a $100 super chat.
What a ripoff that shit was. I mean, all of those fucking May 1st burst fucking inserts were garbage. Like, he had nothing original or anything. It was just a bunch of fucking just chronic masturbation bullshit up there. It was fucking lame as hell. It wasn't funny. It wasn't creative or anything, bro. Like, he couldn't have grabbed some funny scenes from fucking movies or nothing and whatever inserted in any of that shit. No, not at all. He went with the bare fucking minimum, because of course he did.
Or a $100 tip, you will see a very special animation on the stream that you are going to absolutely love. And
then this idiot says he loves like comedic movies and shit, or like comedies or whatever. Fucking A, there are plenty of scenes from movies and shows you could have thrown in there. Wasted all of that. Just absolute waste of an opportunity.
tandem with that, I will take a shot, okay, at the very same time.
Okay.
Now, we just got an anonymous gifted sub. Sadly, these animations don't play for anonymous subs, to warn you, because someone just did one. The anonymous ones are different, the way that Kick codes them. So the animations won't play for that. You're going to get the generic animation. But for a standard gifted sub or any of those smaller super chats, you'll get these special animations. And again, for the huge animation, it's $100, like $100 super chat, or...
I'm sorry, I completely zoned out. Rich is still typing? Jesus. All right, man. All right, bro.
Like I said, $100
spell
tip, okay?
Man, I'm sucking at spelling today.
So likely we won't see that animation very much. We'll have to see.
Rich.
But it's all specially made just for today. So as contributions come in over the course of the day, we're going to see this special stuff. Let's do shout-outs. Let's just get...
Yeah, this actually explains a lot, too, because, like, if you've ever been in Rich's Discord, or if you've seen it, like, it takes him a while to respond to people, and I used to kind of wonder why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Someone will say something to him, and then it took him a while to respond. Now I get it, because, Jesus, it's taking forever, son.
Started. So first of all, K-Nubs became a member earlier. Thank you, K-Nubs, for that. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Our first membership of the day.
Oh, come on.
And you're blocked. Blocked, I tell you. Blocked. What now, Beesh?
Oh, wait, I may just be blocked. He blocked. Oh, Phil.
Thank you, K-Nubs. Then we had...
This is how... There is $5... Phil, I talk about you because, like, 90% of the internet does, right?
That's not a reason, nor is it an excuse. I talk about you because other people do. The fuck? The fuck? That's such a terrible reasoning to speak about somebody. Oh, because 90% of people do. If this was like an isolated drama, that's one thing, but you're literally on that dude's bumper and shit. Come on, you gotta come up with a better excuse than that. If you want to know the truth about it.
Oh, wait, I may just be blocked. He blocked. Oh, Phil.
Thank you, K-Nubs. Then we had...
This is how... There is $5... Phil, I talk about you because, like, 90% of the internet does, right?
That sounds like cope.
There is money you could have gotten from me. You know what I'm saying?
I call it $100.
Rich should have taken your... Rich, you're saying the DSP should have taken your bullshit over $5? All right, bro. All right, bro.
$100 for his busting face.
$100?
Didn't DSP send Wings like $50 and shit? The night that he got Wings to talk to him or whatever? Or he's at least sent Wings $50 at one time or another. You gotta step your game up, Rich. If you're gonna be a dent, you could at least be a lucrative one, or I should say. A productive one.
But this is the thing. How many people you guys have seen? He gets super chats and someone just giving him like healthy criticism. Obviously, if people are being nasty, like I've blocked people here for that plenty of times. You know.
So then what the fuck are you complaining about? To a lolcow, all comments are basically criticism if they're not kissing your ass. So what's the problem? What's the problem? The reality is, as a lolcow, if someone sends a comment to you that's fucking taking a side swipe at you, take the money, say thank you, and move the fuck on. End of story. You know what I'm saying? It can't hurt you unless you let it hurt you. But you guys want to be fucking idiots and shit, and you guys want to go get extra about it, and then you guys wonder why you guys have to fight chargebacks all the time.
When it takes a lot, but people go too far, and I do.
Thought you have thick skin though, Rich. What's the problem? No one told you to bring your kids up there, bro. No one told you to do that, man. No one told you to have your blind daughter up there with that face mask. No one told you to bring your son up there. And he's way too young to be that heavy, by the way, Rich. No one told you to have your son up there with his face mask and shit. No one told you to have Lauren on fucking camera with her dirty ass feet trying to put that shit behind her head, waiting for the bull to enter. Literally enter into her bull pit or bullpen. Come on, bro. Like, you did that to yourself. You did that to yourself.
But
you're the one that supplies all the ammunition, man. You're similar to DSP. DSP is by far his greatest detractor. Like, DSP is his worst detractor by far. His best and his worst detractor. But Rich isn't too far behind him when you think about it.
You know, even if I said like a robust and meaningful bust, or if someone's telling you that they want you to, you know, they're giving like constructive credit, he'll block you for it.
So will you. You've done the same thing.
That's a lot of money that people...
Here, I can actually give you an example of that. And Agent Proper can back me up on this. Okay, this was... Rich was having one of his crash outs or whatever. And Proper came on to... basically was in his chat. And he was like, hey, man, what's your plan? This is right around the time Rich was saying that to all of the detractors that were making fun of him and criticizing him and all that bullshit, to Jay and all those guys, in a year, he was going to be 100 times bigger than what he was, which never happened. Just spoiler alert, it never happened. In any case, Proper comes up, his comments on his stream. He didn't send him no money. He just commented and said like, hey man, you know, the music thing ain't working out. Streams are kind of getting kind of shaky. What are you going to do, man, to take care of your kids? It was a question. He, you know what I'm saying? Proper wasn't making a statement. He was asking a question. Got blocked. Rich has probably unblocked him by now, but he blocked him for that shit. Where is the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the logic? Like, you know what I'm saying? What was the problem with that comment? So, womp womp.
He looks a lot better now than he did in 2016.
Yeah, he does.
No, that's not true at all. I guess if you're cool, if you're into the Ozempic light bulb head type situation and shit, I guess, but it looks like he walked straight out of a fucking concentration camp. That's there's nothing healthy about anything that you're seeing in front of you.
Yeah, he does.
And Rich, how long have you been on that GLP-1, bro? I mean, yeah, he's lost a shitload of weight, but like, how long have you been on that shit? And you do understand that maybe if you actually do some exercise, it'll kind of help with that process, right? You can't expect the medication to do all the heavy lifting for you.
So what's up, Richard Ramirez? How are you?
Timmy Jones with the $2 super chat. That's our first super chat of the day.
Can I say bust? I think let me see.
Then we had the first gifted sub of the day was
I'm
anonymous.
blocked.
So thank you for the anonymous gift.
Blocked. Wah, wah, wah. And again, whatever.
Or that was.
I don't, what I'm saying is though, that is a perfect example. Phil, if you're watching this, or if you eventually watch it or whatever, if someone clips it,
I mean, I'm sure ReviewTechUSA will eventually get to it. So big ups to them.
I'm a perfect example of how much money you take out of your own pocket. You're overzealous with blocking. You pretend that you're not, but you are. Again, I don't give a fuck. You don't have to unblock me.
I would be happy to super chat on your behalf.
Hey, man, if you want to just write what I wrote there, that, hey, it's glad to see. Tell them I said it, too. If you want.
Don't do that. Don't be fucking super chatting a lolcow on another lolcow's behalf and shit on some Derek. Or, on some Derek shit. Don't do dumb shit like that, bro. That's fucking... Don't do shit like that.
Like, yeah, dude, you can't unjack off on May 1st, 2016 on stream. It happened. It is what it is. I've been telling you this for years. You used to get pissed off at me, literally.
That is true. Rich has been telling him that he should roll with it.
And about fucking time, a decade afterwards. God, when he did this, I was only 34. Oh, Jesus, man.
Wait, are you younger than DSP? Now I think about it? Because... No, you're not. Because if you were 34 in 2016, DSP was 35 when Panda left him. So you guys are right around the same age. Yeah, you're not older. You're probably right around the same age, actually.
Actually, you know what? Let's just go with it.
Now I think about it, then who's the oldest out of all of you? Now, if we're talking about like you're talking about your mainstay lolcows. Let's see here. The chicken, sorry, LTG, the chicken. Let's see. So he's in his 40s. He's in his early 40s. DSP and Rich have to be around the same age. DSP just turned 44, so Rich is not too far behind. I think Wings is the youngest. So I'm going to say it's probably DSP, then Rich, then LTG, then Wings, as it pertains to ages. I could be wrong about that, though. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty confident that must be the way the age thing is. Because there's no way... Because I'm pretty sure LTG isn't older than DSP.
This.
To be ridiculing people and making fun of them, I mean, it's not.
This is great too. The June shit's been talked about to death. Now that I think of it.
Will?
Okay, now, if Rich had stayed in the pocket just a little bit longer, he would have seen this. But because Rich is stupid and fucking complacent, you know, have no patience, he missed out. Because he literally had he had the segment he was fishing for, it was literally right here, and he completely missed out on it. All right, here we go.
There's also going to be food and booze and fun stuff happening today.
Big ups to
I haven't
Phil.
drank anything yet. Like I said, for a $100 super chat or a $100 tip, there's a very special animation that will play, and I'll take a shot, but I'll probably end up having some shots later anyway. All right? Folt Jam did a $2 super chat. He says, unblock Rich so he could send a meaningful super chat. No, I'm not unblocking Rich. He's a piece of shit. He's a waste of everyone's time, and I don't care about him. See, because here's the...
Except for during the 666 podcast when he thought he could use Rich against Kino Casino. He cared about him then. Oh, and he also cared about Rich when Rich ain't sat there and came online and announced that his daughter was blind and dying at that time and whatnot. And DSP cared then. He reached out to Rich and said, hey, I'm sorry about your kid, so on and so forth. Hey, you want to come on my podcast? You want to come on my show? That's a real thing that happened, by the way. DSP reached out to ReviewTechUSA and whatnot with fucking fake sympathy about his daughter and to try to get him onto his podcast. Keep that in mind. And if I remember correctly, Duty told Rich not to go on, not to talk to DSP the first time for the podcast or interview or whatever the fuck. And then Rich went on there the second time and tanked it on his own. So, you know, keep all that in mind.
difference. All right? For me, it's my most embarrassing moment. I can celebrate it. I can laugh at it. I can have fun with it. For someone else who for a decade has tried to make that the focal point of their content because their content fucking sucks, so they think that making fun of someone else...
What's up with that eye twitch you have on the right side, DSP? Like that single eye twitch. What is that? Because someone tried to point out to me that on Twitter, DSP was taking a shot or something. I don't know what event it was, but it was recent. And like one of his eyes is like twitching as the liquor's going back. I wonder what that's about, because that's not the first time I've seen him do that.
Can have fun with it. For someone else who for a decade has tried to make that the focal point of their content because their content fucking
it's like
sucks.
It's like a tick or something. There it goes right there. He's actually done it 3 times up to this point. Look at that shit. DSP, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You have like neurology. No, so not neurology. I'm just gonna say neurological issues. He's definitely he's got some type of, he must have some type of nerve issues or whatever. Damn, Phil. That's kind of crazy.
So they think that making fun of someone else is embarrassing.
That's kind of crazy. Here, I'm sorry. Let's do it one more time.
Of their content because their content fucking sucks. So they think
like a fish. Like, what the fuck is that, Phil? All right,
that making fun of someone else's embarrassing moment is content.
What is
just
that?
shows what a pathetic, miserable waste of life they are. So he's never getting unbanned. I know that's what he wants. He thinks that today is like his birthday. And will he get his birthday present of coming on my stream? No.
Is it neurological? I think is actually what I'm thinking about. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but that one eye blinking thing is weird.
Oh. You want to be a part of it? Here's
That's
what you do. You look at the stupid fucking tattoo on your arm that you put on there, you miserable fucking wretch, and you stare at your failure for the rest of your life. That's what you can do today. Okay. F for Fake did a $5 super chat and says, congrats on the...
No. I want to hear you take shots at his tattoo again. I want to hear you take shots at his tattoo again.
Here's what you do. You look at the stupid fucking tattoo on your arm that you put on there, you miserable fucking wretch, and you stare at your failure for the rest of your life. That's what you can do today.
Interestingly enough, because Rich has lost weight, the face isn't even like it. Well, it was never really centered in the middle of his arm like it should have been, but now it's starting to get to like the back of his arm. kind of like Tito Ortiz, like, you know, both his tattoos are on his triceps. That's kind of where DSP's face has ended up like shifting to now because Rich has lost all that weight. It's kind of funny.
Okay. F for Fake did a $5 super chat and says, congrats on the anniversary of flogging the snake, greasing the pole, shaking hands with the milkman, etc. Yes, all of the euphemisms that everyone uses. Indeed. Thank you for $5.
Crazy work. Crazy work. Damn, Rich. Imagine what kind of loser you have to be for fucking DSP to turn down your money. Oh, man. And then shit on you for the fucking lame ass tattoo you got. Boy, but yet again, lolcow, violence should be encouraged. So it is what it is on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. There we go on that. Funny stuff. Looking back at it, because I think I've done a video on Rich's. I know I have. I have done a video on Rich's tattoo. I may tackle that later on in the year. But Rich really believed, and I promise you when I say this, he really believed that DSP tattoo was going to go viral. And everything was just going to go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the tractors were going to go out their minds. DSP fans were going to go out their minds. All this bullshit. And even Keem was like, why? Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? And Keem's the same piece of shit that had fucking Boogie get a fucking tattoo, a temporary tattoo, I'm sure, of Liar on his face. And you got even Keemstar sitting there saying, why would you do that, Rich? Like, why? What purpose does that serve? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, that shit's fucking crazy. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say this is a fucking win for DSP because fuck a lolcow getting a W. But, I don't know, make of that what you will. I guess someone's got to lose and someone's got to lose harder. So it is what it is. Anyway, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. This has been, I'll name this segment later, GTG Spits That Grease. I'll see you guys for the next one. Remember, lolcow on lolcow violence should be encouraged. Beat your dents and beat them often. Take care of yourselves, people. Later. Wow.